what has happened? Okay, so Tim, we are back. So in the break, what has happened? The market has fallen below the VWAP and they didn't even take a support. They tried to do one round of support, but it couldn't hold and then they fell. In the meantime, the Dow was also starting to falter. This is how a bear market will look like. In a bull market, all the dips will be getting bought in the second half. In the bear market, all the rise will be getting sold in the second half. If that is going to be the case, then we might see a sell off happening again. Okay, and one more thing, since it's an expiry, since it's a news base, no one wanted to hold the positions for the weekend and other thing. That's exactly been the scenario which is playing out. So please be careful. Don't try to take some ultra positions at this hour and then lose your money. Okay, so now the market after 2:30, you just needed to see whether they are able to make it above the VWAP with the volume. This is a power when the market is moving higher without the volume. Now we just needed to see whether these guys are again going to be making a volume move. And I'll show you the Sensex now. One sec. Look at this. This is the volatility. Went from 90 to 200 odd levels. Now it is back at 18. But look at the way it has been writing. Crazy. Crazy. Guys, during the break, I know there were a couple of spammers who come in and then message, don't join any groups or Telegram groups and then lose your hard-earned money. These guys will just fool you guys. Please do not do that. Don't believe in any of those stories and so on. And most importantly, you would have seen, yeah, we have kicked them out. Don't worry about that. But you would have seen the amount of messages which would have been coming to me. Then do you really think I'll be able to respond to all of you at that particular moment? Please understand that's the reason I may not be able to respond to you, all of you at that particular time. But we will try to address as much as possible. So why this much fall is happening? Because positionally the sellers have been like keeping a control on this market. Imagine if I am a seller, I would have taken a position here and trying to drag the market. I would use every opportunity when it goes higher to sell the market. That is exactly been happening here. Okay. And the most importantly, the only catch point in this market is, though the market wanted to fall, it is not falling with the volume. And the VIX is not climbing. That would have been bothering the sellers even. Even the sellers would be totally clueless. We are trying to bring down the market, but no one is forcing this market to go lower. That means no shorts are still coming into the system. Now the pure theory is the Dow is falling and these guys are just doing a profit booking and other thing. That is happening. But hardcore selling, if you really look at it, there is nothing much as in hardcore selling which is coming up. Okay. On that note, we will now look at the golden crossover strategy. So this is a strategy which I developed before the Traders Carnival. I'll just share that. So what is that which we are looking for as a golden crossover? Golden crossover occurs when both WMA and super trend pierces the VWAP on a bullish or a bearish move. So if it is a bullish move, both super trend and the WMA needed to come from bottom and then pierce through the VWAP on the upside. Similarly, bearish move, it has to come from the top, it has to pierce on the bottom. Here, when we are looking at the golden crossover, we will also be looking at the trending OI data for 5 to 7 strikes from at the money, above and below. Why we needed to be looking at that, I'll tell you the reasons as well. Imagine if the market is trying to inch up like this. We wanted to know whether the golden crossover is going to be having an impact or not. Is this a golden crossover? You guys are getting to see a crossover. It's not a golden crossover. What is a golden crossover? Both the WMA and the super trend both needed to pierce together. This would have been like a perfect one, but it was just missed by a whisker, I would say, missed by a whisker. But all other parameters are getting fulfilled. What are the parameters? You have the PSR above, all these indicators are above, and then the VWAP is getting pierced. You are getting the volume, and most importantly, the RSI is also below. When you have all the parameters in your favor, then that particular day you will be getting to see a golden crossover giving you an amazing result. Now we will see the data, how it is playing out. So what are the long conditions? If you are going to take a trade based on the long condition, what are the things which needed to be fulfilled? Super trend and WMA pierces together the VWAP on a 3-minute time frame. The RSI should be 50 to 75. Bank Nifty volume should be more than 50K. Nifty volume should be more than 125K. If you look at this example, the live example, it is falling. Okay, this is the area falling with the volume. But I would have loved to see, instead of an indecisive candle, I would have loved to see a candle which is full-bodied candle. That would have given us a lot more confirmation that these guys are planning to take this market lower and lower. But in spite of that, still it is giving you the move, but we will see how it is going to be playing out. Okay, we will see how it is going to be playing out. Now, this is for long condition. In that condition, we can buy a futures or we can buy a call or sell a put. So we will be doing it from both buyer and seller's perspective. As a buyer, you will be able to buy a call, you'll be able to buy the futures, you'll be able to sell the put. Now, what is the other one which we needed to do? In case, if I wanted to go for a short trade, what are the things which I needed to watch for? The ST and WMA pierces together the VWAP. They both needed to together pierce it. It should be a full body, red body. Then the RSI should be between 40 and 25. Can you see this? When it is came, it is almost RSI is somewhere around that territory. Next, Bank Nifty volume should be 50K and Nifty should be 125K. 125K. If we are able to get that, you will be able to buy a put or sell the futures or sell a call. What are the three conditions which we can do? We can buy a put, sell the futures or sell the call. So all those three are possible. Now, the market has fallen with volume. If it is coming back again at these levels, what we will try to do? We will just go and look at the trending OI data. Now we needed to check the trending OI data. What is the trending OI data suggesting? In the morning, it was around 45 to 1 crore. Now, can you see the data? It has started increasing on the call side and the put side OI is reducing. Put side OI is reducing. Indirectly, it's saying they are not adding significant positions, but they have started to cover their positions. They have started to cover their position. That is something which I wanted you to all notice. Started to cover and the put side OI is reducing. Put side OI is reducing. Indirectly, it's saying they are not adding significant positions, but they have started to cover their positions. That is something which I wanted you to all notice. Now, they just needed to move it above the territory, make a quick move, 1 or 2 candles, then we will get to see whether the market is able to move it or not. But as of now, this is an indecisive movement. Don't try to be there like too much aggressive. The market has not been able to move it anywhere. We will see some examples which will give you a clue. This is on 16th September 2022. The time is around 109. It is a bearish move. How do we know that it is going to be bearish? The RSI was 27, the volume was 50, call OI is increasing, put OI was falling. Let's see the example. Can you see this? This is your super trend. This is your WMA. Both are piercing together. It is falling. Can you see this? This is falling with the volumes. And most importantly, it almost like in a full-bodied red wick. That is exactly we wanted it. And once the golden crossover gets confirmed, this will be your entry point. The following candle, wherever that is there, we will be entering in. And then the stop loss will be the level at which the golden crossover is getting formed. The level at which the golden crossover is getting formed That is the area wherein we will try to take a trade. That will be your stop loss as well. Now, as it is moving lower, you can look where it is like in falling, and in case you can look for 1:2 risk reward here, because this has easily can give you 1:2 or 1:3 kind of a risk reward. Okay, just give me a second. Sorry about that. There was a quick call. Okay, so here you can look for 1:2 or 1:3 kind of a risk reward. It has a possibility for you to get yourself rewarded. Okay, next. In this scenario, whenever the golden crossover is happening, see the strike. If the strike is around 41,100, okay, you needed to go for in the money and at the money. You can look at 1, 2 strikes above from the level at which it is triggering. If you're taking a put trade, what I will normally do is I will either go for 41,200 or 41,300. If you're buying a call, if the market is going up, then you needed to look at 4,800 or 4,700. So look at least 2 strikes below and above for you to take an entry. Guys, again, remember these kind of markets wherein when it is news driven, you will get to see a sudden fall, sudden move happening. But even in this scenario, if you're able to see identify the trending OI crossovers or the golden crossovers, these can give you the result as well. Now, I'll show you how the data was also looking like. Till that moment, you can clearly see the OI was more or less the same. Okay, both the sides, the OI was almost 60 lakhs, 50, 60 lakhs, 60, and so on. Suddenly, at around 1:30, you can see that OI on the call side is drastically increasing. Put side, it is falling. Put side, it is falling. This is a sign wherein you can expect the market to do that move. Okay, and then from there it is started to increase more and more. It is started to fall more and more. That is exactly I will be looking for today as well. Imagine today, there it is. Sorry. If you are looking for today's data, by this time the OI should have been completely bearish. That means when I say bearish, the call OI should have increased significantly, the put OI should have fallen. But it is slowly getting there. What is the problem with this kind of a market? In this market, you will only see the OI getting adjusted and then the writers will be controlling it. What will happen if the OI on both call and the put is going to be on the same side or at the same level? You will see the market heading towards the VWAP territory and then writers will enjoy it. They will try to go and close near to the VWAP with both buyer and seller agreeing to it. Today, I think we will close it at here and we will not take it any further. That is the kind of day wherein you will be witnessing. That's the reason we wanted similar to this. You wanted a drastic increase, a drastic fall on the other side. We'll see another example. This is on the long side. This is on 23rd August. Time is around 12:48. It is a bullish crossover. RSI was 70. Volumes were 160, 81 and 209. It's aggressive, pretty much large volume since it is happening on the Nifty. This is a Nifty example. Now look at it. Both your WMA and your super trend piercing together. Big volume and good volume bar here. Every parameter in the book is getting ticked. RSI is also above that 60 to 50 to 75 mark. All your parameters are getting full. And you can look at the trending OI data also at that particular time. The call OI drastically reducing from 94 lakhs to 60 lakhs. The put OI has increased from 1.2 to 1.8. So when you see this kind of a data combined with the golden crossover, those days you will easily get another 50 to 100 points on the upside. And moreover, people who are asking me, Shiva, when is the ideal day for the BTST trade? When you are getting a two candle theory plus a golden crossover plus the market closing it at the day's high, this is your previous day high, and they, like in previous day on the intraday high, and they are closing literally at the day's high towards the last with a lot of buying emerging in the last few minutes. That is the best time for you to take a BTST trade as well. Golden crossover, two candle theory, plus the OI data on that particular day is also suggesting you they are covering the positions on the call side, adding more positions on the put side. With all this, we will take a closing position on the call side. That's the way I would take all three factors combining it. Next, another long trade example. This is on 26 September. Time is around 12:39. Crossover type is bullish. RSI was around 69, well within the range for us to buy. Volume was 167K. Call OI is decreasing and increase in the put OI. So if you see this particular example, it is a similar one. Two candle, crossover, every parameter in the book is fulfilling. Entry here, like an entry on the third candle. This candle, we are looking at it. You can easily take a candle here, not even wait for the two candle theory to play out. This candle low will be a stop loss. This is enough for you to ride it. In case if you have been trailing for the whole day, it would have got triggered somewhere around here. Okay, so that's the way it is. But this one, looking at the data, look at this. Can you see what is happening with the data? The data was extremely bearish from morning. When the data is extremely bearish, and if you're getting a move on the upside, we needed to be really careful. Why? The OI on the call side is not even reducing. This is like a low probability golden crossover. It would have given you 20, 30 points, but it is a low probability golden crossover. It will not give you that much benefit. It will not give you that much benefit. So always remember, when you are watching the golden crossover, immediately go and look at the trending OI data. So if this is giving you a golden crossover, and if the trending OI says, Shiva, we are not expected to move on that side significantly because the OI is still strong, then we may not get a large move on the golden crossover. Yes, this golden crossover can form on any day. Any day. Okay? Any day. Not necessary, it will be on only one day. This is on 8th August. Time is around 10:15. It's a bullish one. RSI is around 58. Volume is around 127. Put OI was increasing drastically. Call OI was very stable. Now look at the example. It's getting formed in the morning with the volume. I would have loved to see a full-bodied green bodied wick, but unfortunately it is not the case. But still, it is giving you all the momentum that you wanted it. Plus you got a golden cross, like a two candle theory here. And RSI is also playing out well. All your moves would be playing out well over here. Now, we will see one more example. So in this case, the entry would be the next candle. Okay, wherever the golden crossover is happening, the next candle will be our entry. The golden crossover area will be our stop loss. If you look at it, whole day the market didn't come on this. Even here, the probability is around 90%. We may not be able to expect 100%. 90% probability, it will work in your favor. 10%, yes, based on news and other factors, it can go against you. Okay, so in this scenario, look at this. This is your golden crossover today. Okay, imagine you are like, and after this, you are entering in the third candle. Can you see they are not even going towards the territory, but again, they are making a new low. Again, they are making a new low. So sometimes this is how they play out. Sometimes this is how they play out. Yes, guys, always you needed to watch the future chart, not the spot chart, because futures is the traded instrument. That is where we would love to see the golden crossover happening. Clear? And this is the data. You can see the call over is stable, not even reducing, but like in people who would have bought it, they are all holding. But the put over is started to increase drastically. This is also a very good confirmation. Already the market is bearish, but the call over is not reducing, but the put over is consistently increasing. This will give you a perfect clue that what they are planning to do. Today, except this Bank Nifty, look at this. Bank Nifty is the only one from morning it was bullish. Look at the way the Nifty is playing out. It is getting into bearish range. Sometime it was like in a bullish range. All of a sudden it fell like in crazy and then it became completely bearish. Now, where exactly you can expect the expiry to be playing out? On the upside, looking at last 1 hour, it is going to be very difficult for them to make a complete shift. Sensex, not much change, but it is going to be a dangerous one considering what Nifty does. Sensex also is going to be doing. Sensex and Nifty is like brothers. So they are like in whatever the Sensex does, you can expect these guys to give you a similar move on that one. Clear? Great. We will see. No. These are the examples. I will be sharing you this PPT with all of you. Okay. I will be sharing with you all these PPTs. I would like you to like experiment all this. Okay, so when you're looking at all this data, I want you to look at all this data and experiment it. Then you will get to know how this market is behaving. Most importantly today for expiry. If I'm going to be looking at, I'm not sure whether BSE is available. Okay, one sec. Is it available for trading? Okay, error now. TradeSmart is not allowing it, but we will try to do it with the Zerodha. So someone who wanted to do a quick scalp, this is how I would do it. Let me see whether they're going to be giving me an opportunity or not. I'll show you the Sensex chart as well. We are buying a put, right? There is a move. Can they keep it and move it higher and higher? Let's see. There is a sudden fall from the level at which we would have bought it. Almost at 5,000 rupee loss. Almost it's a jump in one candle. Look at that. One candle move. Look at this particular one. I'll just add it. This is like crazy moves which has been happening. Wait it out. Whether they are going to be making another round of a shift or not. So my stop loss would be till this level. Looks like it is coming near to the support of this. Almost from 160 to 98 in 2 candles. This is how the crazy volatility which you can witness in the Sensex. Wow, what a crazy levels. Are they going to be giving you a rejection from this level? Let's wait and watch.
Why you are not go for working? Why you are not responding? You can do, you can deliver the picture.
It's better to
You guys
wait and
also
watch
don't
rather than doing anything at this
cooperate
juncture.
to the complete project. Then there is no need for the work our project. Today we are facing the problem because of you.
Guys, this is the area wherein I don't want to average my positions aggressively and just looking for it to come near to this level wherein I can take some positions. Are we going to be getting to see another round of a reversal from here?
Who is this? What is the issue? The source of my call.
যে ডেলিভারি ম্যানেজার মতো সে চিনি নাকি এমনি লিখেছে সে মতে কি হু ইজ দিস না কিছু কম গ্রুপটারে সরছে এবং কিছু কম আজই হবো যা হবে
Wait and watch, wait and watch. It's almost coming near to the resistance area. This is the area wherein I wanted to take some risk.
এটা স্যাটারডে তারপরে লিখছি
So we have around 1,000 quantities.
না না এটা না 8 days
So this will be our last trade for the day.
then from the road কিছু সময় হইছে না
Kishore Sharma, the manager.
then সাইডে যে আছে ক্লায়েন্ট সাইডে
ତାକୁ ଏଥିରେ କାଇଁ ଆଡ୍ କରିଛୁ?
ହଁ
ତାକୁ କ୍ଲାଏଣ୍ଟ
ସେବା ସବୁ ବୁଝୁଛି ମାନେ ସେପଟ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଏପଟ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ମିଶି
It's getting into the tricky arena. But look at the chart here. What does the chart is suggesting? It went and then the OI is literally dropping, which is clearly suggesting the writers are not adding any positions at these levels. Okay, so that is the little bit of confidence which I'm having it on this particular chart, wherein the writers are not adding any positions in spite of that. Slowly, a small bit of a writer is coming in. Whether he will be aggressive, that is something which we needed to see now. I think they are just going towards the day's eye and then doing a reversals. Are they going to be doing another one towards the day's eye? Let's see. It's almost towards at 80. It has given me like a complete, the entire profit is getting wiped out, but I'm not going to be averaging anything. I'm just seeing whether it is able to break out above that level. If it is, then we have no other choice other than to exit the position. Looks like the market wanted to do a reversal there. I think it's better. Whatever the profits that I can risk it, but nothing beyond that. And I don't want to take an averaging. Never try to average once it is trying to break out. Just see whether there is able to hold that particular level. If not, better to exit and then come out of the trades. Can they keep moving and then like can completely fool the people? That's very much a possibility. They are just moving in. That's it. This is the area wherein I'm just going to be placing my stop loss somewhere around 58. We already placed it at 60. That's it. That's a maximum. Now I'm just going to be increasing the stop loss to 65. It has almost come to this level and then trying to do a reversal. This is a final arena. And at the same time, I will also look at the call. Okay, so this is the call. Okay, it got triggered. It got closed. It's absolutely fine. Friday is not only a complex day, you needed to play for the news and the events and everything. The market is just literally doing that. Okay, so now let's quickly look at the data. So 271 to 134, this is on the Nifty. This is on the Sensex. Look at that. 132 to 96. They needed to do significantly something better for it to do any kind of a move. Are they going to be doing that? Let's wait and watch.
That I'm working on Saturday. Let me inform you on Friday. And I'm working on Friday, Saturday. If you have not informed on Sunday, you are calling
They're just doing a bounce from that level, but they needed to do much bigger than that. If they needed to move the market, they needed to do much bigger.
On my for my phone, what is that cost? For that, my
Can they make the market mover?
if you have informed me on Friday, I would come to office, or I could prepare myself.
Guys, it's going to be an interesting expiry. That is for sure. Can they? Can they not? It's exactly coming to that level and then reversing it. Let's see. 66,000, and this is going to be this. This is getting into crazy volatility now. Look at that. They almost triggered waiting for our stop losses, and then they are just zooming around from that level. There is no point in like holding it. Just keep looking at the data to get you the confirmation. That's the most important thing. When the trend is going against you, keep seeing whether the data is getting changed quickly, drastically. If not, wait it out. This is your call. 66,200. Let me also see 66,200. We also needed to see 66,100. The OI is jumping towards 2 million. Here it is around 3. Wow. Where exactly they're going to be fighting it? 2 million or the 3 million mark? Guys, yes, the connecting dots is not available as of now, but we are working on it for the Sensex. I think the call away is also like showing you some signs. It bottomed out at somewhere around 59.60. Again, back to that level. Can they? Can they not? Guys, if you're a newbie, please stay away from the Sensex because it is very volatile. Look at that. It moved from 70 to 13 in no time. Similarly, like an even in the money strikes, somewhere around 300 to almost 50 or 60 in no time. This is the power with which it can fall. $134 to almost 101. Just see for 66 100 on both the sides. These strikes is not relevant from here. So what I'm looking for is where exactly they are adding the OI. Okay, just look for that. The OI on this one is consistently falling from almost 20 lakhs to almost 14. Now it is somewhere around 12. In case if this is going to be falling, this is going to be a death now because it has already doubled and it is trying to take a resistance at these levels.
What is that? What is it?
Just keeping the Sensex on all tabs so that it will be easy for you to look at that particular index with the values. So someone who's looking for a hero or zero, I think looking at the current structure, 66 100 on the put side and 66 200 on the call side. This seems to be the hero or zero. When I say hero or zero, probably around like an out of our profits, if you are taking a 10K risk, one can reward huge. Will there be another round of fall towards the territory? Let's wait and watch. Let's wait and watch. Guys, look at this. It almost went to 70, 75 and then coming back. And if it starts to fall below this level, then all hell will break loose. That's the reason this particular level is going to be very critical. So it has almost went into a low of like in close to 7, 8 or 3 rupees. I think it went to a low of 10, 6 here. Okay. Will they be able to go below that level? Can they? Can they not? They just needed to break it with the volume. It's in a tricky zone. Very volatile. It's possible on any sides. Can they move it? Which direction it is going to be in? They just needed to push it harder. Nope. Nope. We needed to see a large bar on either side to fool the people and then take it on the other side. Market is exactly at that level where it can do anything. Yes, this is going to be a nail-biting game for the Sensex expiry today. Will they be able to push it lower towards a super trend territory? The way they are doing it, look at that, from almost 16 to 25, this one, and this one is heading to 0. This one is from almost 70 to 113 odd levels. Wow. The one which we were holding, I think it went, triggered our stop losses at around 60. Now it is trading well and truly above that level. So clearly this market is going to be like in fooling you in case if you are taking a trade and other things. But there is a minor gap here. Please be careful. I'm just trying to go for the breakout again if possible. Guys, do not attempt it. I know my risk and the risk taking ability. I wouldn't expect you all to do that. Please, please, please understand. So I've deployed close to around 2.5. Can they, can they not? So tell me the reasons why I'm going for this trade. Can you see this data? From almost 20 lakh, it came down and then tried to increase to 7.8. Again, it is not, and it is trying to go down. Plus, the Nifty OI data is also suggesting, sure, there is a possibility you might get something there. Okay, so I'm just playing for that, nothing else. Once they give up this level, you will see a sudden move which is going to be pretty fast. And look at this one. The OI is continuing to go down. The OI is continuing to go down. That's the advantage. If the OI is going to be continuing to go down, that's an advantage. Can they keep pushing it higher? Nope. 108. We'll wait, we'll wait. At least you guys will get to see how the Sensex is moving on expiry day, especially the 3 p.m. moves, another 15 more minutes. Looks like it is going to be taking a support trade, but the data seems to be showing something else. Let's see whether it's going to be an adjusted day. But Nifty is clearly like in backing the bears. No. Come on. We just needed like one drop below this level, a quick one. With the way the selling has emerged, they should be able to do it. Data is backing us to be there on the side. Let's see whether the data is going to be proving us right or not, or it is going to be expiry move, which has already been pre-planned. Can they keep shifting the goal and just move it above? Nope. 180. Come on, make it. Make it. You will be able to. Almost from 30K, this coming down 130, 135 should be good for us. Can they break the channel? The super trend. Watch out for this. This is the level which I'm looking for. Again, remember, these are all expiry day moves. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But the good news for me is OI is going down. When the OI is going down, that means the writers are covering their position.
अरे बाबा फोन करছেন না রে দিতি দিতি
122. Make it to 145. A quick round. $126. 129. Can it go to 145? Once it crosses the 135 mark, we will trail it at 130. Keep it ready. Once it crosses the 140 mark, we will try to trail this one. It's just playing around in the territory. Can you see this? These guys are not able to break that level. Break that level. Looks like they might require to do it at 3 p.m. move. We have to wait and watch, wait and watch, wait and watch. Guys, again, when you're not sure whether the market is not moving with the volume or nothing, don't try to deploy all your capital in one trade. Try to play it smart. Try to play it smart. Looks like all the calls are the ones which is getting into like in a bombardment. So holding this makes sense for me, at least for the time being. Okay, great. 134. 136. 130. We are almost recovering the entire loss here. Can they keep going? I just wanted it to cross the 140 mark. Nope. Again, it is back to square one, 127, 128. Look at that. These guys are not letting that super trend level to go out. That's the range they are playing for. Is it going to be another 9 more minute wait for us, or is it going to be giving us a move well before that? 134. 140, 145, 142, 144. Don't. Ah, it got triggered. It got triggered. It's okay. It's okay. Still, it is just playing around in the territory. So we entered a calculated one, and then we were able to come out of it as well. Now the problem here is, if they're going to be just playing around in the territory, they needed to break it at 3 p.m. for us to look for the next one. Guys, yes, when you're going for a market order, naturally the slippages will be high and you needed to accept it, and you have no other choice other than to accept the slippages. So guys, this is how we needed to do a firefighting as well. So what are the things which I'm watching? When I'm trying to do a firefighting, I'm looking at OI, where exactly they're adding it in the last 30 minutes. When you're talking about the hero or zero, this is how you needed to look at. So I was telling you the 66 100 trade, right? Can you see it? From 15 odd rupees, it has gone to 55. Both, if you're buying both, call in the put at that 66 200 and 66 100, by this time, you would be steadily staying on like in a good profit. That is a hero or zero trade. But on the other hand, what am I looking for? Other things. I'm looking at how the OI is structured for the respective call and the put. Now they are breaking it, and they're still looking. Look at that. They're just holding up, but the premiums have started to like and go up, clearly suggesting this market is looking for a breakdown. Always look in the last 30 minutes how the OI is coming down. Imagine if you're a seller, if you don't have a position on that side, do you expect to take the market in that direction? No. But sometimes what will happen is, keeping it too long as well, they will adjust the premiums. That's the reason sometimes it's a tricky game. Don't try to hold it for too long. Okay, trail it, make money, get out of the trade. Yes, we will explain the hero or zero as well in the upcoming sessions. Don't worry. But I hope all of you would have enjoyed today's session. How many of you enjoyed today's session with all the live trades and the live examples, whatever that you guys have seen? How many of your heart raced today? When you see all this like volatility and other things, how many of your heart raced? It's gone to 180 now. It's a quick move, right? Look at the price action in Sensex. It went to almost 70 to 180 in no time. This is like a crazy move. So someone who's not comfortable handling the volatility, I would sincerely say, please stay away from this. Okay, this is not for you. This is not designed for you. Guys, the most important thing, are we taking a blind trade or doing analysis which is helping our cause?
Yes.
Do you see the analysis, how we are recovering, whatever the things which we are doing it, why we are taking a particular side, why we needed to be there on that side, how the OI is going along. Guys, the most important element for me is the OI. When I know the writers are steadily adding positions on the other side, why would I needed to go be there on the side where the sellers are? Instead, I will focus on the sellers where the sellers are covering their position. Okay, where the sellers are covering the position. But the only catch point in the short covering rally is you do not know till which level these guys are going to be taking the market. Look at this. The OI went from almost 11 to 26 lakhs and then dropping now to 8. That is a clear sign of short covering. When the shorts are covering their positions big time, this is how you will see the move, massive moves. Okay. So if you are looking for it, this is how you needed to be prepared for your trades. Now, considering the OI is falling, in case by 3 o'clock, if this one comes to around somewhere around, what to say, 20 odd bucks, this will be my hero or zero trade as well. Okay, this is the hero or zero trade. In case if this one comes to around 20 odd levels, because whenever there is a large volatility, don't try to go anything less than 20. That's where I normally like and concentrate on my hero or zero. Looks like the day is over. Are they going to be making another out of a move? They're just simply moving it away and away. Come on, where you guys are going to be taking it? The way they have been doing it, there is a possibility these guys can go higher and higher. Nope. Come on. If it is falling big, it is going to be a big move at the 3 p.m. Are we going to be seeing a reversal? Bank Nifty is making it slow. Bank Nifty literally gave up 400 points. That's going to be surprising. Nifty is given up almost 70 points. But the problem here with the VIX is not showing any signs of it. Guys, watch out for the VIX. VIX guy is like in a dangerous one. Dangerous one. Okay, on that note, guys, next week we will be discussing few more strategies. We will be discussing about the BTSC strategy, how you needed to be looking at the opening trade, how you needed to be looking at the trending OI crossover, and also open a night strategy. So all this is going to be there. Okay. Guys, I wish to have a trading floor done, but unfortunately, I don't have the time and energy to do it. Even like my trading has completely reduced. I would have loved to do that, but just do what that gives you happiness and success. Then you will automatically enjoy it. So, what was that? You guys see me trading today. The profits went into the loss. How many of you would have panicked in that situation? Did we panic or did we waited for the right opportunity to get in again? So, panicking in these situations, it will be really, really not going to be a good news. How you will be able to avoid the panic? The only way is bring in the capital that you can afford to lose. If you're going to be thinking about taking a trade with, like in every trade, I wanted to be in green, that's not going to be possible. That's humanly not possible. Yes, even you would have seen like in one trade going against me, but how you recover from that, that will speak volumes about you. Okay, that will speak volumes about you. Guys, it's not about playing crazy. It's about taking a calculated risk. Even here, how much is the risk which we have taken? We know the maximum risk which we are taking is around 2 lakhs. What I have done today is close to 3.5. Overall, out of that, if I'm taking a 2 lakh risk, entire capital going to zero also, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. That is how I would be playing it. That is how I would be playing it. Clear? So don't put your entire capital at risk and then try to suffer. Don't do that. Then automatically things will be better shape. Okay, the 3 p.m. move. The markets is moving to trying to move higher. Will they be able to keep moving it higher? Yes, as I told you, this particular strike, if it is coming near 18 or 20, then that will be the game. Otherwise, no point in taking any risk today. Just enjoy the weekend, come back fresh next week. Whatever the money which has come in, we needed to protect it to the safest possible manner. Then we will not regret it. Then we will not regret it.